Okay, today's video is about how space, believing in space, outer space, makes us all spaced out. It makes our heads spin, We're spinning, meaning we're out of control and in confusion. Those terms were created for a reason, being spaced out, starry-eyed, starstruck, because it just means that we are not in control of our senses, that we are looking out there. We're not zoned in. We're not focused in on the reality of this world. So, with that intro, I just wanted to talk today about how there is a movie that I saw a few months ago. It's called The Giver. The Giver. And The Giver is based on a book. Let's get the information. The author is Lois Lowry. And the book came out in 1993. And this book is, it says the description, it's set in a society which at first appears to be utopian, but is revealed to be dystopian as the story progresses. The novel follows a 12-year-old boy named Jonas. Okay, it goes on to say, Jonas is selected to inherit the position of receiver of memory. The person who stores all the past memories of the time before sameness, as there may be times where one must draw upon the wisdom gained from history to aid the community's decision-making. Jonas struggles with concepts of all the new emotions and things introduced to him, whether they are inherently good, evil, or in between, and whether it is even possible to have one without the other. The community lacks any color, memory, climate, or terrain, all in an effort to preserve structure, order, and a true sense of equality beyond personal individuality. Of course, in 2014, a film adaptation came out starring Jeff Bridges and Meryl Streep. And living in this community of isolation, basically you have these children who were indoctrinated early on, and they...
A few moments later.
I apologize, my video stopped. The computer just shut down right in the middle of my recording, so I'm back. And, but like I said, the giver and the receiver. So the receiver received the information from the giver. So these two people were the only ones who knew about the secrets, and the rest of the population is figuratively in the dark. They decided, meaning the community, decided that the rest of us, or the rest of them, didn't need to know the truth and they made sure that they were well indoctrinated before becoming adults. And so, with that said, in that community, they had these children who grew up to work in the society or in the community, and they had certain jobs. When we compare that to today's society, or as far as the way the world works now, we have three main industries that people pretty much work for. The first is the government, whether it's federal government, state, or local. That includes prisons, schools, and military. That is where most of us get our indoctrination. The second industry would be the medical, dealing with big pharma and all the doctors, the CDC, the FDA. And this is where we get most of our vaccination and euthanization. The third industry would be private industry, corporations and big business. and that is where we have cooperation, okay? And this has to do with mostly making slaves, making worker bees, while you're stealing from them. My cousin and I actually had a conversation, and we were talking about how notice how SpongeBob loves to work. He loves to work, and he doesn't care if he gets paid or not. And he just goes to work, he makes Mr. Krabs his Krabby Patties and a lot of money, and if he got paid for it or not, he's fine with it. That's kind of what they want us to be, just the worker bees, working, 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 droned, okay? So I thought that was interesting because just as the movie depicted, I haven't read the book yet. I do want to go ahead and read the book because I know it's better than the movie. But the movie was pretty good. So I would recommend it. And so if you have not, I guess I should have said this before, if you have not seen it, this is a spoiler. So if you want to see it, maybe just come back to this video after you've seen the movie. But yeah, just the people had no emotion. They did not feel love. Love was considered, what was it? What was the phrase? Katie Holmes was in the movie as well. Precision of language. Precision of language, Jonas. If you said love or I care or any human emotion, it was considered antiquated or archaic, outdated. So they wanted to just get rid of all emotion so that when they killed babies and killed people, it was just business to make us or make them. Let's just be honest. I mean, the movie is based on what they want to do with our society, make us all drones, robots. That's why movies like The Stepford Wives and Body Snatchers, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, I think that that's why they're so important, or not really important, I didn't mean to say important, but they are important as far as just the whole underlying, their plan for society, basically to make us into just the shell without any emotion, just to carry out orders, that kind of thing. So they both dealt with taking away the essence of the person, what makes them unique in themselves, and just making them as just one of the workers. You know, that's basically what the gist of those movies were. But yeah, I think that definitely has a strong message, just how society is. I mean, everything is look up, look up, look up, and look out. There's something more important than you. You're nothing, so just do the best you can in this life and carry on the best you know how. And you know you'll die, and that'll be the end of it. Just everything to make us feel insignificant, not special. You know, so like I said, even with trying to make us all kind of like robots, they want us to feel like we are just one of many, one of many. But God created each of us. He said, the Bible says that He knows us by the hair on our head. He can count the number of hairs on our head. He knows us individually and personally, each one of us. And even though we're collective, we're also individuals, individual and special, because there's no other person in the world exactly like you. So it's just another way to minimize us and to undermine creation, undermine our importance and significance, to make us feel like we are just a speck of dust in this vast universe. So that is it for this video. I just hope that this helps you to continue to search and just to kind of See how it's all related. When they show us these different movies and they're supposed to be science fiction, they all have the same deeper meaning, like the hidden meaning. And just keep digging, keep digging, keep digging. Don't give up. Don't settle for what they say. The scientists, the Neil deGrasse Tysons, you know, Bill Nye, the lying guy, don't just take their word for it. Research it. Search out a matter. The Bible tells us to search out a matter to test it, to test whether it's true or false. Okay, well, that concludes this video, and as always, I ask for you to leave your comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. Until the next time, God bless, and you take care.
Jesus Christ. You probably heard him screaming, worthy is the Lamb, but I bet you never heard that he certainly is the man. The church isn't the only turf that he commands. The earth is his and sits in the circumference of his hand. It'd be absurd to use these words about a man, but if he's more than just a man, then it's worship that he demands. And if it's worship he demands and he's worth it, then we should probably hand it over. But no one deserves worship unless he's perfect. So what am I saying about this person? If he's perfect, this person deserves more than just my verses. He deserves my lifestyle to change, my slang without the curses. So that's how I'ma bang with him. Now watch my faithful service from a heart that'll boost him up the charts and rank him first. Cause this world will leave him last and they'll laugh and they won't alert us to the fact that a life without him on top will only hurt us and leave our families following in lines behind them hearses.
Let me let you know why I'm with him. Cause there ain't nobody higher than him. There ain't nobody flyer than him. That's why I'm riding with him. Let me know why you with him. Is there anybody higher than him? Is there anybody flyer than him? That's why I'm riding with him.
I see cats with hard hearts trying to spit that raw fist ball, click packed in a whip rap songs, playing, instigating how they can get that solved. Oh geez, like I like how you did that, dog. Beating your chest, showing your six-pack off, stepping on the strip, watching the other clicks back off. Quick to let that click-clack kick back hard, breaking these cats off like they was Kit-Kat bars. But I don't think your gat can spit that far to hit the god who sits back in his big backyard. His doormat is where them big fat stars shine in the night sky. His crib is that large. When he flexes, they'll call all bets off. Hearts will melt and turn wet dish rags soft. The same man that had to lift that cross is God in the flesh. That's why I'm with that boy.
Let me let you know why I'm with him. Cause there ain't nobody higher than him. There ain't nobody flyer than him. That's why I'm riding with him. Let me know why you with him. Is there anybody higher than him? Is there anybody flyer than him? That's why I'm riding with him.
We come predisposed to being close to God. Coast to coast, we are foes, got a phobia of the Most High. He is holy, our souls are not. And we refuse to live with him, and so we die. But Jesus is not so. No, he's not. He's the only begotten of the only God. Had life before birth, he just borrowed the womb. Plus life after the hearse, he only borrowed the tomb. They say death comes in threes, but the son was done with death in 3 days when he raised up in one with ease. Death had him been like 1, 2, 3. Then on the third he flipped it and left death screaming, Uncle, please. This is God incognito, low-key stilo wrapped inside, underneath, and still running thin. Instead of running with him, they rather run with these G's who run the streets. That's funny, like seeing kids playing, saying who they wanna be, and the one that they wanna be is a wannabe. What you mean? The highest man that you know is an underling to Jesus. All praise unto thee.
Let me let you know why I'm with him.